Friends, welcome to Enlightened World Network. Dr. Ruth Anderson and Teri Angel here for a meditation a day. Today we're doing meditation excavation, which means we're going to sit here and meditate. We invite you to meditate right along with us. Our intention of doing this is to provide folks the opportunity to go inward and go upward and just be open to messages from Spirit. And we'll share with you any messages that we hear along the way. So, Teri, thank you for being here.
Oh, thank you. Good morning, everyone.
All right.
We got our shovels ready.
Yeah, we're going to excavate. And before we start, we have special guests in the room. We have well, I'll let you tell them later.
Okay.
We're going to get started. So go ahead and get comfortable in your seat. Just feel that your weight is completely supported, whether it be on the floor, on the chair. We're going to take a deep breath into our root chakra. We're going to just ground for a moment. The root chakra is at the base of your spine. It represents your safety and security in this world, whether it's your finances, your health, your home situation, food, water, shelter. As we take a breath in, we're going to use our mind's eye and we're going to imagine tree roots growing out from that root chakra, going all the way down our legs, out our feet, down into the center of Mother Gaia. And just use your imagination as you watch those roots going down through the layers of the core. As you get down to the center of Mother Gaia, just take a look around. See if there's anything that you notice there. Are you hearing anything? Smelling anything? Seeing anything? I'm definitely hearing the heartbeat of Mother Gaia and the planet. It's very loud today. And they're asking us to go up to the heart chakra and just take a look and see huge, massively huge doors to your heart chakra. And they're showing us that this is actually the heart chakra of the planet and humanity. So it's not just our heart chakra today, Teri. And while we're standing outside these gates, Teri, would you please share with us which archangels are in the room with us today?
Yes, they are very present. I just saw a couple of them come over and sit on the couch with Ruth and I. They wanted to be extremely close. We have Raphael, the angel of healing, Michael, our protector, our guardian, Gabriel, who helps us get clarity and understanding, balance. And we have Uriel, who helps us with that grounding. And Ruth, as you were taking us down into the core of Gaia, I just saw like this big drill opening up the way for us to go down with ease and grace into that area in the very center of Earth. We also have Archangel Metatron, and Metatron is a huge energy, and I just think that he's going to be prolific today because he's standing at attention. And we have Ariel. Ariel is a beautiful energy that connects with nature, with animals, and just helps our heart be more happy and more open. There are other angels here. I can just feel legions of them wanting to be present today for this. And it's almost like there's a ceremony that they're doing as they file into the room. They're all very much at attention with us. We also acknowledge the presence of Divine Mother, the feminine energy, Mary Magdalene, Kuan Yin. There's a lot of that lightness that's in here. And of course, Christ, always at the center of everything we do. And we acknowledge the Creator and give all glory to God. And it feels like there's an ascended master present. I don't know who that is, but he's standing there in the room. So I'm sure if he wants to be heard, he will. If he wants to hold space, he'll do that. So just breathe in and feel their energy. Give them some acknowledgement and honor their presence as gifts to us to help us navigate this journey.
Gift here. So what they were showing you when we were at the gates to the heart chakra of humanity and the planet, they rolled back the gates, and it's like we're watching an IMAX movie, but we're in the ocean. Now, if any of you have ever been diving, snorkeling, swimming in the ocean, and you're like at neck deep with the ocean, bobbing in the water, and everything is at eye level. That's what they're showing me. And I was asking, are we like wet in the ocean? And they said, no, it's like an IMAX. It's okay. You can just be watching it. But it's an appreciation and an understanding. I think they want to channel something about the oceans.
Yeah, we have our comedian with us. Raziel's in a dive suit. So, so I don't know if we're taking a dive down into the ocean. I'm not sure where he's taking us with that.
They're pointing things out like the smell of the salt air, the sounds. If you might hear a seagull, you might hear the lapping of the waves. You might get that taste of salt water on your lips. Of course, Teri's got a fountain going here, which is adding to it.
I was trying to get a feel for who the Ascended Master is that's with us. And I'm feeling the presence of Padre Pio, who was a saint. I don't know if he's the only one, though, that's wanting to be acknowledged. And Padre Pio, when he was alive, there were so many miracles and answered prayers that happened. He was religious about praying for people and lifting them up. And I know we have several that we're doing that for today, as a matter of fact. So that may be why he's here, to remind us to pray without ceasing and to lift each other always.
My ears heard pray without ceasing.
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 Never stop lifting each other.
So I'm reminded that 2 days ago was Earth Day, and I'm hearing that today should be Ocean Day.
I like that. We have a day designated for the ocean. I don't know we do.
Reminding me the buoyancy in the ocean. There's a reason we're floating, we're not sinking. And I'm hearing the words, the ocean is there to support us in more ways than one. And what a gift the ocean is, oceans from the Creator.
I always see the ocean as a living being because there's so much activity. It's never stagnant. It doesn't just stop. It's always in movement. And there's always movement down in the ocean with the sea life. So I've never seen the ocean's aura before, but that's what I'm seeing now, is that it's energy, and all energy has an aura. That's pretty cool to watch.
I've never thought of that either, but I see that. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's almost like it's proud that we're acknowledging it.
So Teri, Angel Metatron, who's
Our buddy.
looking out the window, would like to take a journey. Would you like to go on that journey, or do you want me to?
Oh, I feel like he has both of us by the hand.
Okay. Archangel Metatron and the other archangels have been with us for several days now. And yesterday, every time I looked at Archangel Metatron, he was looking out the window wanting to take off on a journey. So that's why I laughed. It's just the way he's been.
Yeah, he's not one to sit still. I'm not sure where he's taking us today.
I wish I had a globe right now, because he's taking us so over higher, so we can see how all the waterways in the world are connecting. I wish I had a globe in front of me that I could just look at how the waterways are connecting. So many times when we look at the globe or a map, we look at the land masses and not the water.
Yeah, we don't give it as much importance as we do the land, because that's where we're walking on the earth, is on the land mass. But the water is so important. We have to have it. We couldn't survive here without it. Yeah, he's showing, you know how some birds fly in formation, they make like a V shape, and that's what he's showing. He's he's leading us, and Ruth and I are in formation with him, flying over the areas that he wants us to pay attention to. And it's not just the oceans. He's showing Niagara Falls and other bodies of water where they're in movement. They're not just like maybe a lake that doesn't move a whole lot, but all these areas he's showing are in movement. And water is a conduit of spirit. So it seems like there's quite a message here for us today.
I heard the word tributaries.
Mm-hmm.
I have not thought of tributaries since probably 8th grade.
Mm-hmm.
So our tributaries were Mr. Warren would be really disappointed in me right now. Are tributaries where the water runs in or where the water runs out?
I'm thinking it's out.
I'm thinking out too, but I might be wrong.
Yeah. But it's just like they're tiny.
Right.
But he's also taking us to the Great Divide, the Continental Divide. And I have been there.
Yep.
And it's amazing energy. What is he doing with this waters and the tributaries and the divide? You know, I've felt such a massive shift just this week in the energy. And I know I've talked to others who also feel it. I know we had the full moon just yesterday, but it feels higher than that. Feels like there's a shift that I'm calling it the shift of awareness. That there's more people acknowledging and seeing what's really going on instead of just, oh, there's a moon and look at how it's full now, and not really paying attention to the change that happens with energy. We're so connected in with the moon's energy. And the water is. The water responds to it.
Teri, I'm getting a heartbeat of the water across the planet. And my brain is trying to figure out if it's the same global heartbeat that we hear when we're grounding in the core of the earth.
I'm not getting that it is. It's almost like the waterways communicate through this heartbeat.
I agree. So on Earth Day, we did a presentation with Sharon Karn, Kira Lani, and Diana Beiersdorfer about the mycelial communication system of the trees underground, a communication system of the roots. And I'm seeing that the water across the planet, whether goosebumps, whether it's the large oceans or the small streams, there's a connection, there's a knowingness, there's a oneness in the waterway system. And it's a different heartbeat than the mycelial or than the core of the earth.
It is different. I know I was with Kira in Mount Shasta, and we did a water blessing and saw the vision of the blessing that we were putting into the water traveling into streams, but emptying into the river. And then that river emptied or connected in with the Pacific Ocean. So starting in the mountain and going all the way to the ocean, there was a communication. It was very interesting to be there and observe that. And I think that happens all over our planet.
And of course, my human brain is asking, what about the water that's in plastic bottles? It's still water. Does it have the heartbeat?
Hmm.
And I'm actually hearing yes,
Mhm.
that all water carries that heartbeat.
Yes. I'm also hearing that just like we can take care of our body so that our heartbeat is stronger inside of us, we can take care of the water to ensure that that heartbeat stays strong. And pouring positive energy into the water is one way to do that. Whether you're doing it through a big pool of water, like the ocean or the river or the stream, or the water you're drinking. Just take a moment before you drink that water and speak positively to it. Thank it. Be grateful for the water. Grateful that we have drinking water. We have tap water. Some places don't.
And then the question comes in, what about all the chemicals that they're adding in the water that we're drinking? And they're saying the heartbeat is still there. The chemicals don't remove the heartbeat. Might dull it a little bit, but it doesn't remove it.
Yeah, again, they're showing like our heart. If we are doing things that we know are not good for our heart, certain foods that we ingest, then it's going to be working a little harder. And I think that's the thing with the drinking water and water that's been altered and had things added to it. It's going to have to work a little harder, but the heartbeat is still there. The energy is still there.
Well, and I'm seeing that people who drink a lot of water hold that heartbeat.
Mhm. Yeah, it's interesting because we are mostly water inside of our body. And so they're showing me like the connection of the bodies of water on Earth. And kind of like when we take in that water and drink it, it's connecting in with the water in our body that's already there. Right? So giving it some freshness, a new energy.
Archangel Metatron is now taking us from this microcosm look to the macrocosm look. And I see now we're like flying, for lack of a better term, moving over the oceans, and I'm seeing dolphins.
Mm-hmm.
And joy, the joy in the ocean.
Yeah. even the whales,
Mhm.
when they come up to the surface, it's so beautiful to see. It's almost like they put on a show for people when they do that. The dolphins definitely put on the show and entertain us.
So now Metatron just brought us back onto land. So we're standing at the beach. I think that's all they wanted to show us. I think it's ocean day, it's water day.
Mhm. Yeah, it definitely is. I'm hearing one last message, though, to really pay attention what's happening with like the garbage that's just strewn about right where the water can touch it and maybe bring it out into the body of water and how that affects the wildlife that's there. All those beautiful creatures that are underwater, they can be harmed by that. So just an acknowledgement and an honoring of our water systems to keep them pure and clean. And that's all of our responsibility. We're living here on this planet. So just like cleaning up in your house, if you're outside, take a moment and help clean up. You know, where we might sweep or vacuum in the house, you can just pick up anything that's been discarded and put it in the garbage. Yeah, they're really wanting to be seen and acknowledged. It takes all of us working together to keep this whole earth plane in a good condition for our future generations.
Well, and they're showing me, Teri, people talk about I think that the term is not fast fashion business, but it's almost like the temporary fashion where people go and they buy the latest design and then they dump it in, at the end of the season. And so many of those clothes are ending up on the beaches overseas, which is just horrific, absolutely horrific. So they're asking us to please be aware of what you are buying. And maybe you don't need to buy this season's fashion. Just wear the clothes that are in your closet and let's stop putting the trash on the beaches. Even if we're not physically the ones putting trash on the beaches, how are we adding to that problem? They're just wanting us to be aware.
Yeah, absolutely. And not just the oceans, the rivers, the lakes, anywhere. Let's keep it pristine. Let's really honor this planet that we're living on. Yeah.
Thank you, Metatron.
Metatron was happy we got that message out.
Yeah, that was good.
I saw him almost go, whew, wasn't sure they were going to get that.
Yeah, no, that was good.
Thank you, Metatron.
Yeah, thank you, angels. Thank you, oceans. Ocean Day, April 24th.
We can make it a thing.
I think we should make a thing.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Well, friends, thank you for being here at Enlightened World Network. It's always fascinating the messages that Spirit has for us on any given day. Whatever day it is for you, make it Water Day. So take good care. God bless. We'll see you soon.
Bye.